That's what it means in the Kudah previous Atik. It says Hamas that there's no such thing something outside. The Biyunim, it's the Gabi Atik is not that there's nothing outside it. That whatever is not him is bottle, or the Biyunim Beitzins. The Biyunim Gabi Atik said itself is that he's the Mitzvahs of everything is him. In El Mavadi, he's the Mitzvahs of everything. So that's it. Fine, now this thing for the sake of that is that in order for there to be Dam Shabbos S, it has to be an Aveda. Who is Mamshe this Dam Shabbos? Then so in a positive Chasidach Yibrachu. Who is Mamshe Dam Shabbos S and Chach Chasidach? So was da steht Aveda Chasidach. It's fine, my name is Zeshem Shabbos Zeshem Shabbos Zu. Shabbos the Chasidach Abach, Shnei two in Aveda Chasidach. Number one is the Shemem. That the Raved has nothing to do with them and Tziyas at all. Only the Kodah that exists for them is just to carry out what the Eibishter wants. Remember, as there is no question is Chassid and Kain. Shavidas is Eibishter Atzmi, that he should be talking to us. But the Tzedek of it, the only factor that exists is that the Eibishter is just in Shemim. His Mitzvahs is not a part of the equation at all. It's not about him at all. Comport the time. So that's one aspect. One aspect is that Aveda is Bibitl. And this master, what does Aveda Bibitl have to do with Hamshach says? Deish Aveda is Bibitl about Punkt das even like their Aveda is Naifin. That it's not connected to their Mitzvahs. It's not based on the Asagos of course the way their Meir understands it, or based on their Aveda. The only factor is the Eibishter's Ratz. It's not about their Mitzvahs at all. So because their Aveda is not they get the rest of their Mitzvahs, they leave their Mitzvahs. So now Shabbos is the etzem which is higher than Gilui is all the Indian of the Elokus, Vertis Galan, and Gavisarim. Flow, the Gilui, the Milo, that's the way Elokus is Galan in certain Mitzvahs. So B'Shas, the Vedas Adam is based on his Mitzvahs somehow, so he's only Mamshach, he only reaches to the Elgin Shach's Mitzvahs. Shaking about Vedasa is not a Gate Relations and Mitzvahs, so he's Mamshach, the Elgin is higher Mitzvahs. The etzem which is the Milo is Pashas, the Milo Mitzvahs, not the we said him is Uprimis. Let's skip the brackets. Do the brackets last time. Huh? You didn't do it?
What's in the Bittul? What's a special in the Bittul?
What?
It's special to start the Bittul. Said the match of Timis Atik. He said about a month.
I didn't say that. Say the Musik Bittul is how many times that's what I said last time. Every tzaddik, what I'm saying is the simple Musik Bittul of someone suited the Eibishter because he wants Gan Eden. So this person wants ice cream, he wants Gan Eden. So he's doing it for himself. Even someone that has Edel, that we understand very well. If people have different hasagas of what's considered good. This guy considered good as candies.
It's still start bittul.
Huh?
It's still start bittul.
If someone wants to do this because he thinks
that
a guy is going to have much more enjoyment,
no,
so it's worth having a little pain here.
How about the regular close?
The regular close. Why does he want to do this? Why does he want to do this? Because it's going to make his mitzvahs greater. If it's going to make his mitzvahs greater, that's the same, it's the same as someone that's davening learning for Ramanash Yischaladab, or Ramanash Yischaladab. That's Shalei Lishma. That's not doing, he's doing it for his own sake. He's doing it with the Shematzim. If someone tells you the Eibishter because it's going to make his mitzvahs bigger, he's sounding a person that he wants to make an imprint. People want to make an impact. That's not what he says. He wants to make an impact in life. So therefore, he doesn't. So why is it? Because his negea again is a lady phone, or it's negea that he should be meaningful. He should do a meaningful act. So that's in the language of Chassidus called the Radhanei. It's not the worst thing in the world. But it's Radhanei. So that person doing it for himself. I'm saying that's not what they're being shown. I think Shelo Hayim. I'm saying it's a deep is Yidden that they have a sagas and they have this Havana of a sagas of and they realize that the only thing that's real is the Eibishter. The only thing that's tired is the Eibishter. And my mitzvah is not where the value is. That's not where the truth is. The Eibishter's mitzvah, so that's the mitzvah. And therefore he wants to be there. Why do you want to? Because that's the emes. And therefore Shas is not because that's the way he's going to be great. He comes to the akara that his mitzvahs, whether I'm going to be great or not, that's the garnish. That's not a mitzvah. That's sheker. Metzias v'yesh Hashem. The Eibishter, that's them. But so why? What's to do with his Metzias? You said the Alter says kind of marshal that Eir Ner is chavetz b'tivui. So why is he going to Sheish? Not because he wants. The Alter says the Rebbe is being Sheish. What type of avir? Amanas sheyidov, right? Levish atzim v'lesh sheyidov b'lukus. El l'tzer gaveh. What's the Vegas of that Rebbe is being Sheish? What's the Tzer gaveh higher than Vegas? What's the Vegas? Vegas al derech the marshal of Eir Ner. That he's chavetz u'mishtetik to his mother. He wants to be done with his market, even though, why? Because he's going to be greater when he's giving his salad to his market. The Eida Eish is going to go back to the same, the Eish Takas Galga, his Metzias is going to be expanded. The Alter says, there is going to be Ayin Ve'efes Mamish. The Shas being his salad in his market, he won't exist b'chol. He wants his market. By him, his Ish was Erzor Zayn Grace. The Shas, the Tzadik is double Telekus, it's not the Shas, and there's me, and there's the Eish. If he's double Telekus, there's only the Eish, there's no his Metzias there. So why does he want it? Because that's what he wants. He wants the Eibishter. He doesn't want his greatness. But still, the part here is different part. Using the language, the most that I use in other places. And here, all of us are going to say, if the fact that he's mistaking the David B'Shash, even though he's not, the purpose why he wants to be David is not because he wants to be greater. His mitzvah is going to grow. Because that's the truth. Because the Eibishter is that. And the Eibishter is what's higher by. And therefore he's drawn to the Eibishter. But Lepoil, mitzad, what is he drawn to the Eibishter? Because the Teva Metzias says that when you're Mevin U'Masif, Dulas Hashem, the Teva Advarim is that Mechims, that Seichel is Mevinas. That's called that Yaved is not Tzedek B'Yah. Means the fact that he has Abbas Hashem is, because that's the Teva of his Metzias. That's the Teva of Metzias Kedusha. But the Teva Advarim is that his Shashim is better than Dulas Hashem is Abbas Hashem. It's Meir and Abbas Hashem. Then, the Tzedek B'Yah is something else. Tzedek B'Yah is his Aved is something to do with his Metzias. What is the Eibishter want? It's not his there's no tnu in his nefesh that stems because his mayach came to that conclusion that he has to be drawn to the Eibishter. His mayach has no conclusions. The only factor that exists is what does the Eibishter want? He wants me to do this. He wants me to do that. You know what I'm saying? At Tzaddik, which has a Sahaba, so there says it's the marshal of the Magid, that the people are going to the marshal of Hashem. If you look, the marshal of Gabi, that the Melech is the Eichel Achi Primi. Why do the people that go into the Eichel Chitzenium, why do they get lost in the outer chambers over there? Everybody understands that the Melech is the most important thing. Why do they get lost? Because the Teva Advarim is that if a human being that has a chush in Yoifi, these type of things, so it's at the Yeker Adover that takes you over food. So you forget about it. That's the Teva Metzias is that you have a Dover Niflamei, a Max of Niflamei, it takes over the person. So there's a Tzaddik that has a Vadas Vasek Tzilkus. You can't reach the Tzahata by the Rak Motzerek Aveh, you have to go through a Vadas Vasek Tzilkus. It doesn't work from eating a cheesecake, Mitamo, Yotzerek Aveh. I eat this half way. It means he went through a Vadas Vasek Tzilkus. First you have to be made in this burn in the mind of the Eibishter. That's all Seder Aveh. For Shas, someone has a Vadas Vasek Tzilkus. So then he's drawn, and the only thing he wants is the Eibishter. But there, that Gosha is not what is. Maybe the Eibishter doesn't want you to be drawn to the Mashal when they get to another value. They had Avanas Vasek Tzilkus to the extent that the only thing they're interested in is the Eibishter, and that Avanas Vasek was mechayiv them to Klei Sanefesh. Who was Heipach Ratznalei, Ratznalei needs to be Lamata. But the Poil, it's not that it's an active decision. The Teva Advarim is when you have Yevim is Benin and the Shas life by mentioned the Eibishter is godless, so the person is drawn to that godless. He's drawn to that flow of godless. Not in order for his Metzias to be greater. He's drawn to that. The Eida Eish is drawn to his market. Even though it's going to be Ayin Ve'efes Mamish. He's not drawn to his market because he wants to become good. He's drawn to his market. So, but that, Tzedek B'Yah is a higher than. So then, the fact that you're drawn is because your Metzias, Mitzad Avada Vasek Tzilkus, your Metzias is mechayiv to be nimshach to the market. Here there is something else. You have a Yid that his focus is not about, he's not drawn, whether he'll be drawn or not, whatever the Eibishter wants. If the Eibishter wants him, yes. Yeah, the Eibishter wants. The Ratzna Elim, that's Azil left. It's not about him at all. Not only it's not about him in the Yeshus. It's not about his Metzias Kedusha either. It's not based on his Seichel Ba'asag, and it's not based on his heritage. It's based on what the Eibishter wants. Not his Aved is not Meyusid on his Avada Ba'asag, on what the Eibishter wants. But that doesn't mean submission.
Why people is
Because Saf was Saf, any Darga of Alikus, Because the way Elokus comes in Metzius, that's the opinion of Geluim. So Elokus is God in a certain Metzius. So the Rebbe is saying is you have many targets in Tzaddikim. But the Avodas Hashem is based on somewhat being Elokus being Nizgal in a certain way. Elokus being Nizgal according to the Listakta B'Yikar the Malka. I'm saying Elokus being Nizgal in a certain form. Why is it that Avodah is based on Elokus is Nizgal in a certain form? Because they're being Tefes Elokus through a certain cave. We're talking about a neighbor being Tefes Elokus in a certain way. Through his Avana Basaga, through his Ratzim, through his Mesiras Nefesh. Elokus is being Nizgal in a certain way. So he's only, if the person gave the Sheres Mezayim Metzias, so you're being Tefes Elokus according to your Metzias. Kozman, your Metzias is programmed according to your Seichuminas, or according to your Ratzim, or according to whatever your Daga, your Nefesh is. So your Tefes Elokus according to the way, according to how much your Metzias is Tefes Elokus. That's going to be in some form of Metzias. Wie hecht der Tzaddik soll sein? It says you have to think that are massig the Reimus of Elokus, the Aflo of Elokus, the Aflo of Seviv. So you have a Musik of Tzaddikim which with their Aveda they reach to have that their Aveda is based on the Akkad in Seviv law. So bis Chizeni Sekes. You can have a Tzaddik that his Aveda is in Primi Sekes. Das meant aber nicht that but that Primi Sekes also can relate and could be nitfast in the Mitzvah. Whether not the regular Sefer or Sagas Hashtila or higher than Sagas Hashtila. But it's a Darga which could be mayor in the person even though he's connected to the realm of Mitzvahs. To a certain image, a certain Tnur. Mashiach, a previous I think that's really because it's beyond any Tnur. That's if the person, the only way to reach it, if the person is Aveda is not based on any Nikud of his Mitzvahs. There's immer gegeben zu der Eberste will. Beli Keshet is Mitzvahs. The means it's not as good in this manner so much. But this is the Rebbe that is Edel Kamal.
It's a cold mind or kosher to Geluim. It's not shy to have such a car, such a derech and
It's not a question of this question is Tzimahal by Tznish. What I'm saying is, you say a question Zach. You have a person that has a certain seer what a person has. So what is he being drawn to? If he's being drawn to something, why is he being drawn to that? Because his Metzias was Mechayiv that. You're not going to say, you're not going to be drawn to something that your Metzias is being drawn. So it has to be something that's Meshach or Metzias. So if the Metzias, whatever the Metzias is other Metzias, it's a tzaddik, this begins, whatever. But any experience that's happening in the person is Neveh because there's a certain Elokus that was nirgash by him. Elokus was, he understood it. And that Havana, according to whatever he understood, awoke him a certain feeling. That's not Mitzvah Gaveh. Then the result of that Ava is based on the way, on your heritage, on your Tfisa. Nowadays, Mishra wants. That Elokus is moving on Musik by you. What does he want? But what does he want? I'm a certain Mitzvah. How am I purpose? How is that going to affect me? What he wants? You understand what I'm saying? That's what he wants. Maybe the Eibusher himself is nicht, maybe doesn't want Abba at this moment. I'm saying that the Eibusher himself is not movable in anything. But you have a Yid that his Aveda is not based on his Mitzvahs altogether. Das heißt, wie kommt bin under? It's not Chazak. I'm saying his Aveda has nothing to do with his Mitzvahs. There's the Anach of him is, there's an Eibusher. Beyond what I understand and beyond what I feel, and he's even given to that because of the Eibusher which is higher than his Mitzvahs. Not a certain Musik in Elokus.
Why does not push the Kabbalah so?
I don't know what you mean, but the Rebbe speaking the Maimer here is Kiraf Kabbalah is such a Kiraf Musik Kabbalah is he's accepting upon himself to be the Eibusher's Eved. He's taking Elokus as a boss, let's say. This Elokus is beyond the Tzir. You don't have that in this simple Ergish Kabbalah. So the Eibusher is the creator. He created me, and he has authority over me. You take Elokus in a certain Mitzvahs. And they said, B'melach gives a chibur. I'm saying you have this Tnu and Aveda. That was not saying. I'm saying that was inside. You have the Nechudul Tzarek. The Chassidus speaks about it. Every Yid Lefi Erke can have a certain Tnu of Tzarek Aveda. Not that there are Metzias. Not that there's nothing that we care about besides for the Eibusher's Kavanah. But a person could have a Nekudah that even in Yonah which are not massive this year, the piles that Nocha is do what the Eibusher wants, and regardless if it's massive this year or not. But that's not a simple. There was a story with Yosef Aragal. The Rebbe told him he was a big Talmid Chacham, a big Chassid. The Rebbe told him that for him it would be better, instead of being a Rav, he should be a Balagola. But the figure was Mitzayir, how he had the Shverikait between the Kabbalah upon himself to become a Balagola. The Rebbe was gesagt, the Lepoel, he was a Yid, he was a Chveis, he taught Talmidim many, he was a Mashpia for many, many years. And this meant he should become Chveis, not just a taxi driver, he's an Uber driver, an Uber Eats delivery guy. So it's not so delicious that much the mice. See what the Eibishter wants, what's the game you see? What the Eibishter wants.
If you take a head shliach and you tell him he has to kind of help them. Okay, it's been the house. It's been spent.
We only speak against old Chassidim. But that's a thing But you get the Indian. It's not just that much the Indian.
That's what I meant. I meant the other.
So the general, like calls by a regular person, so his mitzvah is not.
Let's say you're gonna do a mitzvah and you won't have the luxury of being a Kabbalah Tzedek. It's not about this is what we have to do. There's what the Eibishter wants. It's not about am I going to gain from this or not? Will I be a Kabbalah Tzedek or not? We're saying if a person is, he needs to have some relation to the mitzvah. So I don't understand it, but I'm being the Kabbalah El. It's not about you, B'chal. Don't be the Kabbalah El either. This is the Eibishter. This is what he wants. It's not about you. It's not. Your image is not a part of the. It's not a part of the picture. That's the way you're saying Kabbalah Tzedek, it could be. It's not always a part of. Either a person is in Gas Narayis instead. I'm saying is assume you want to have some relation to what you're doing, right? You want to have some type of contact. You're doing a mitzvah, even though you don't understand it. You weren't making, but on Kabbalah, I'm doing it. So what's the heritage with it? It's on the Eibishter's Eved, or I'm just kidding. Even though I don't understand, but you found some contact to what you're doing. But the other thing is, it's not about you. It's the Eibishter's Ratzon. Let's say you have no contact at all. Why do you have to find some type of connection between you and the mitzvah? You understand what I'm saying? What's the urge behind the word? What are you saying when you're saying that I'm doing it to Kabbalah? What are you saying? What do you mean when you say that? You mean that there's fulfilling the Eibishter's Ratzon and my home is not a factor here? Or you mean to say there's a way of me being connected to the mitzvah? I can identify with the mitzvah without the fact that I have a Ratzon. Shaz was my name to the word Kabbalah. But they're saying it was what the Eibishter wants. And where are you holding in the picture? That's what the Rebbe is saying here. And that, there, the person David is not based at all, as it says. This is the first point, that the brings Naim Beis in order to be mamshet the Bechina of Chesed. So the Aved has to be in a Efer and Mitzvah Kabbalah, not that a person is, the Aved is not based on his mitzvahs. The only factor is that what the Eibishter wants has to be installed. There's no other, not the Hesed is mitzvahs. That's the answer. Then the Rebbe Shach brings another. Another Nekuda why Dafke Chasidechi Dafke Chasidecha Mamshet Pnim Yitzhak. The Rebbe Shach brings there in Chassidus, which Keres Atfidim Nasi Keres Elokim. So what's the second? First of all, the Nefesh Chasidech is that their Aved is Tzedek Aved. It's not about their mitzvahs. Another Nekuda is that the Keches, the Uft of Chasidech is, the Kuda of Chasid is, the Rebbe Shach brings that, the Rebbe said the Kuda of Chasid is, that Keches Atfidim Nasi Keres Elokim. The Parshat Goran is supposed to get to this Hamshach is, the Shaila is the first Nekuda is that a person's Aved is not based on his mitzvahs. So then the Shaila is, how does he view his Seichel HaMitzvahs? Yeah, his Keches HaNefesh, how does he view that? This is one, if it's the Seichel is Seichel. You can use your seichel for Chveis to understand God in Bavada. You can use your seichel to understand the Chveis. That the things that you. The good of Keres Lokinas Keres Ativim is that his heritage is that the whole mitzvah of the seichel is in Yoni of seichel is in order to have abundance of sagas. Not that there's that seichel is not as a to understand, and you could use it for this. And you could use it for that. So his heritage is that the whole what is seichel? It's a koyach for the sake of understanding the Luz. And what's his midas? In order to fulfill the mitzvah of Hashem, they're fighting for not midas Abba.
It's still used for that.
A yid was halted by it. But they say that there's, what I'm saying is everything, there's the opinion, the way it is bestimmt musser. So they say yid was halted by that his seichel, it's not stand that he has a keich ha-seichel on the bottom. His hergish is that his keich ha-seichel is for the whole mitzvah of seichel is for Avanos Vasek Solutus. Then a yid could have that there's many darkness, but a yid could, I'm saying is you have a simple darkness is, a person has a regular seichel. It's not just the keich ha-seichel is even gemacht geworden. That it was implanted in the keich ha-seichel that is called Inyoni as a Vasek Solutus. But a person could have that hergish, could have that anocha, that the fact that there is any Inyanim, the fact that there's a chveis humedi after the this phenomenon is for the sake of being mefis. A person could have such anocha that the truth is, yes, it's hergish, that the fact that there is some mitzvah shubayim, the fact that there's a metro is in order to go do mifzayim. But the mitzvah of the metro wasn't the bigger people. Other people look at the metro being tanach. So you have different dark. You have what Alter speaks of. What it brings the memory is you have chassidim that have even gemacht their seichel, their keich ha-seichel. That it wasn't stam as a keich ha-seichel. In Yoni was a keich for us. Havanas Vasek Solutus. The keich ha-seichel itself was even gemacht.
The seichel is
It doesn't touch just nationalities. First, there's a regular aveda b'tzadik. Let's say we're talking about someone that's is halter by the keich of nasim keich solukim. So it's not the regular aveda b'tzadik is the shanis terem, to take away the rab, to take away the lukushim tzayin, not the etzim geder aktivi, not the etzim fact that aved is a midah nushis. That's not what Alter is speaking about. Being mahapich the tzir ra, which exists in midas aved. That's what it brings in the Rebbe Alter Rebbe is a higher meaning. That the Nukud of the Aved of Chassidus is, the Aved of Chassidus, that he views his keches different. Not only he views. He's mahapach his keches. The Shan is keches atibim. That anstatt them that his keich ha-seichel is glat keich ha-seichel, azamash of keich ha-seichel, which Kol Inyani is, for Avanos Vasek Solutus. I'm saying the B'chinel of Poyel is, the Rebbe brings this word, that they have a yid, is there's different pratim there, but one just maybe one. It's not much accurate. This to say that the Meiser with the Baal Shem Tov showed us Talmidim a year that was Shabbos of the Shtreimel. We were sharing the Shtreimel and all the big cities. So the state in the Sipur, there was a diet that it says that it's not, if he was, it's not Shtama say someone that he was eating flesh because he enjoyed meat. He was a year that was a Chsidish Yid, and Shabbos is the leg with since Ratzon Elginis. I was a lesson flesh, and the mitzvah is Einik Shabbos. But maybe it's because of the mitzvah he was Messiah. The Peil was Peil Aksham. Why was it Peil Aksham? Because what's Peil Einik is a Keich Tivi. He's a Yid, sucht nicht gesucht essen. He's either alles Kaffee, sucht nicht essen, he was Munach in Olikus. But he was Munach in Olikus, whatever the Eibishter wants, that's what he's going to do. But Hanah Gashmis together with Hanah Gashmis is that it's Megashim. That doesn't change. That's a Keich, that's a Metzias Tivis. The Metzias Tivis is when you eat flesh, it's Megashim. What's the Alter Rebbe's word for this? The fact that the phenomenon of Hanah Gashmis guf is in the Gomiki. The fact that there's an ability for someone to eat flesh, that guf is mitzvah. You know what I'm saying? The Keich Hanah guf is mitzvah. I'm not there in the title of it. I'm just saying the Dugma of it. Something else. The Sifra Chayim. I'm just saying. There spoke once the Kasha why the nice of Alter Rebbe there's in that Alter Rebbe didn't taste the salt. Why Alter Rebbe could have yet tasted the salt, and that guf is in the Wiki. Now see that's different. But that's like the Rebbe saying there's a difference. What are your keiches regular natural keiches? The person has keich ha-seichel. What is keich ha-seichel? What it is after mitzias. After mitzias, it's one of the keiches that an nefesh adam has is the ability to understand. A person is a person, and he has the ability to understand. Or the person's pale by himself that the whole mitzias where a person is, in yoni of the mitzias adam is a chetimtze to be megala l'kus in the form of a person. What's the whole mitzias keich ha-seichel? Is for the sake of understanding the l'kus. What's the whole mitzias of midas ava? In order for the kavanah again of v'havta shem l'kecha to be Islam. And that's not tracht does it. And he takes havich his midas that way. His midas become they're not stam midas because there's a phenomenon of ava. There's a ratzon elin of v'havta and mitzad that there's midas ava. That's the truth. The truth is that we learn it in the whole mitzvahs of the shamash skin. The truth is that the fact that there is a phenomenon of ava is all for the sake of the mitzvah of v'havta shem l'kecha. See, ava yid was erhalta dabei. In dem besteht the whole mitzvahs of ava Hashem.
It's not the same thing as the Tzedek Gabeya?
No, that's a different thing. The Tzedek Gabeya is his Aveda is not based on his Aveda, whatever the Eibishter wants. He's devoted to the Eibishter regardless of whether it suits him or not. But the question is then, so he's devoted to the Eibishter beyond his mitzvahs. He gives his support to the Eibishter. He's devoted himself to the Eibishter. But then there is, his mitzvahs, how does he view his mitzvahs? What is his seichel? What is his mitzvahs? His Aveda is not based on the seichel on it. His Aveda is based on what the Eibishter wants. That's the Nekudah Bittul. So he doesn't do v'sikumteis be'em. He's dedicated to the Eibishter wants. That means that his seichel is even the and that his midas are not the key. His seichel is seichel, whatever seichel adam is. His Aveda is not based on his seichel. It's Sandish, that's a Tzedek Aveda. And there's another Nekudah. Not only his Aveda is not based on his mitzvahs, his heritage is that his mitzvah is good for calling Yoni is the Shamash King. And that's his heritage. The Rebbe says that I made a race in the Pshat is there's a sher, there's a chamer, and why you use it for the skin, you use it for a coat, you use it for tefillin, and it happens to be using it for tefillin. Or the emes is there is no mitzvahs. There's only the Ratz and Eling to put on tefillin. And the whole mitzvah, the parchment is for the actualization of the mitzvah. So it's not. Then, if the whole mitzvah, the whole mitzvah parchment is going to be the actualization of the mitzvah, so there won't be a chetimtzah to use parchment b'yitanah. You won't be able to use parchment to do something hepech Ratz and Eling. Because the whole mitzvah will be the Zgala, the emes, so what's the emes? The whole mitzvah of skin is, calling Yoni is only mitzvah the Shamash skin. So if something outside of it, will take him in this battle. But the Aveda of Chassidus is a Yidnu that will tell as I'm a Sotzach in the mitzvahs. Well, the Chassidus brings a dogma when they get Avram, that what was the Uft of the Sinai Keita, that he had to do in the Machzaris. That's it, he can't mean in Midas Av, the fact that he had Avos Hashem. The Etzem Midas Ava was a Midah, his Teva was to see the good in things. Maybe he was Nimshach, Mishach Shokim. But Yamot Sultan Achzari is the same Chayes what Nish gekent. The Pearl is Yisrael and that case, there was the same Islavus. He's being Malda Ratzanai. So Ati Adaiti, that the fact that he's Eivis Hashem is because there's a mitzvah of Hashem, not because that's his nature. That's Vider Heter Zanike. Pashto says two separate tenuas. You have a Nekudah of Bittul, that his Aveda is not based on his mitzvahs. You have another Nekudah, not his Aveda is not based on his mitzvahs. How he views his mitzvahs, how he senses his keiches. That's a different meaning. That he senses his keiches, that Kol Inyan is Havanos Chasaris Olakus, or Abbas Hashem, Yunus Hashem.
How can you do the Tzedek Aveda if you don't see your keiches like that?
Tzedek Aveda is a Nekudah Bittul. Why does Tzedek Aveda still to this? Tzedek Aveda is a tenuah that a person serves the Eibishter not whether it's massive with his mitzvahs or not.
Same occurs with both of them.
Why is same occurring to both?
The only truth is the
Yeah, but that's not the only truth, and therefore there's nothing, and therefore it's not. It's irrelevant whether it suits me or not. That's not necessarily my mitzvah. Why? That's not my. But my mitzvah is not mitzvah. There's an Eibishter and there's mitzvahs. Why is it one thing? There's an Eibishter, and then there's me. It's two separate things. There's another thing. Not only is an Eibishter, and what's the whole mitzvah Sa'adam. Calling Yoni is a chetimtzah to do with Eibishter. That's already another Nekudah. What's the mitzvah Sa'adam is the whole mitzvah Sa'adam is like this. That's Hashanah does that. Why is it one come from the other? The first Nekudah is the Nekudah of Bittul. So then Eibishter and the Yid is bottled to the Eibishter. Yeah, but that the fact is that there's an Eibishter, but in order for him to, his Aveda is based on how he takes the Eibishter, how he's made, how he's massive, what suits him. Yeah, but Yid, whatever the Eibishter wants, he doesn't mix in his mitzvahs at all. Whatever the Eibishter wants, that's the way he's devoted. But then there's another Nekudah, how you view yourself. That's what's in the reading. Then we think that's the way the Rebbe is saying it more basic attention, it's very Tunya. So first thing he says to the Nekudah of Bittul, and then he explains why is Bittul Mamshech Etzem, because Etzem is the Malam Mitzvahs. Then he says the second thing it is, and that does the matter, what does it have to do with Hamshach Primisat? Because the Uftu Lasiv Lavi is a Chidish Ba'elam, Shi Lasiv Lavi, and Hamshach Primisati was Ebrechla. Taich is Shabir B'Mishlei Mahaya, they share the Maila Mashal Tzemz Nishba. Because there was a Velt. What is Velt? Not Erd. Velt is not Erdin Sof, essentially. The Velt is Velt. The Erdin Sof is Perlan everywhere. It's Misgabra over everywhere. It's Meshachem. Mashiach Luftu Lasiv Lavi is Yehav Choheim Atzal English. Yamit with his guy and his Galater was that Alkus is their mitzvahs. So in order to uftan yene meaning al derech sheker tzadim nas pachim nas sheker tzadim. So there's kaviyachol two inyanim also. First of all, the which is nimshach, the darga which is nimshach, which the darga is primius atik, which that's a darga of the mile of mitzvahs, higher than mitzvahs. In order to be mamshach the darga primius atik, in Aved you have to have the nekudah. And then there is how that darga is going to affect wealth. The mitzvah that darga, that's the mitzvahs of wealth. So there's it has to be in this union that elikus is mitzvahs. There's an effect that Pashto Shabbat. Maybe when you get to the Ufta B'Mish Shleim, that there's like a two in them. There's the Eir HaNimshach, and there's that fact that the Eir is Peil on the matter. Mashiach also Glavi, the record is that there's no two in them. Since there's going to be this Gaal Etzem, the Etzem, that's the Mitzvah Sod. That's the Mitzvah Etzem, there is no Mitzvah Sod. It's not a separate pool. It's not that there's Amshachas Etzem, and then there is the fact that the Mitzvah Sod will be Nisab. Since Mitzvah Amshachas Etzem, that's the Mitzvah Sod. So wie kann man Chazan in zwei Jahren? There's two separate Jahren. There's the Gil, there's the Eir of the Ki. And the fact that it reaches Welt. No, there's being Mamshach of the Eir.
Oh, Mamshach.
Yeah, there's two separate Jahren. There's that the Eir being Mamshach, and the fact that the Welt, and the Welt is his button.
The Eir is always the truth. The Eir being Nimshach, and it's felt.
I understand, but there's two separate Jahren. There's the Eir being Nimshach, and the Eir is one thing. Then there's Welt being this button. The Pels two separate Jahren.
But it's going to be Shelam in Melee.
But it's two separate truths. And I'm not, they're saying here's one in. Inside Etzem, there is no other in. If through Bitli Mamshach Etzem, so Etzem means that it's a mitzvah. What's the addition there? If through Bitli Mamshach Etzem is your mitzvah. It's not even that you have to now, it's not you have to relate it to your mitzvah.
That question is only on the Kivya Oslo, not on the Aved.
No, it doesn't speak to another. I think that the way, let's see the rest of it. It says, L'chol Mashma, the Pashas Mashma is not on the basis Mashma, even though the Rebbe says a very Shamshach, the previous article. The way it's Mashma is, there's two separate things. There's the Shade Shamshach, or there's the Darga that you're being Mamshach, which is a very high Darga also, and then there's Darga. This Darga transforms the matter. So in order to be Mamshach the Darga, you have to have Bittul. In order for the Darga to transform the matter, you have to have the Aved of Kerz and Askir Tzluchim. Don't forget some muscles. Don't forget some muscles. Don't forget the Rebbe is asking a question. It's not if you're being Mamshach the Etzem, the main that's the Mitzvah attack. It's not the same thing. Chol Masham Shom is being Mitzvah by the Bittul Chasedah. V'zeh Shadei Amshach as being Mitzvah Yeh Epich It's nothing. And so that Shama previous at the Guf wouldn't affect that there should be an Epichalam. Because I Desha, Keres Atim in Achsidim Naskir Tzul. It's a law. The Chur Zeh Shalem Shachas Gili previous at the Epichalam. Ain't the Indian nice about it. Ela Nichla by Gili Atzma. The key von Shalmit is in Motzisburg. He Hamitzi Shkol and Mitzrayim. The Chena, they Gili previous at the Yenigish Bechol Dover Shem Tzisi Elokus. Ain't the heads of the Remes, which what is the if the heads of the Etzem, which the Etzem is not with the Samsism. So the Etzem, what's in other words, what does it mean, Gilead Etzem? Gilead Etzem means there's variation and everything that his Mitzvah is Elokus. It's not just everything on it. I need what's you say, okay, made the Kavan Aliyah. And what's gonna be what happens when the Kavan Aliyah is made? That it's made that the Mitzvah everything is the Kavan. It's not two separate things on it. You can't say that the Kavan is there's being Mamshach the Kavan is through Bittul, and then in order for the Kavan to transform everything, that it should be Nirgash and everything that the whole Mitzvah is the Kavan, you do another thing. Mitzad the Kavana, everything is that's the mitzvah. He's the previous for everything. It's not two separate things. The Kavana is not a target. The Kavana is the previous. He's the emes of everything. It's a union. It's just say But when I'm saying this, I'm saying the conscious of the Erin itself is a target. Besides for the fact that Erin itself is mitzvah b'kol and it's made everywhere. That's not nicht never state what there's two separate. There's the in the target Erin itself, and the fact that his places are prominent. That is made b'kol that is meishach mitzvahs. It's not that. It's not Hainu. There's the Erin stuff, and the fact that it isn't special. Mashiach previous atik. What's the? It's not a target. He's the previous. He's the most of everything. He's the mitzvah of everything. So if the herzach the mitzvah is, herzach niyadazah. What his emes is, what his mitzvah is. It's not a result. It's not a. It's never made in a way of a target. That's the mitzvah. Previous atik is never made as a target. It's made as the previous of everything. That's what it is. It's Vishai Kusrim. It says, Kima Shem Mitzvah is where Chia Mitzvah Shkol and Mitzvahim. Chena, they get the previous Sadik and English Padosh and Sisi Olopus. So, Kiva Shad Bittul Chasidach Nimshcha Gilui. Lo Metzarik Am Nesavot Tekeres Adim. What do you need it for? A mensch geht der Rest of his what they're saying here, if a Yid goes out of his Metzias in emissary, which with that is Mamshach the Etzem. So, the Tzaz, Mitzad Hergish Etzem, his Hergish is going to be is that his Metzias is Holocaust. It's kind of something for now. You don't need that Aved, it's not an additional Aved needed. So the Rebbe taxes us a different husband. The Lashon of the Maimonides is Mashma, the Stushla. The Amshach of Pnimi Yisafik is through Bittul. And in order for the Amshach to transform the Mekabel is through the Aved of Keres Menasir. Then if you're Mamshach it, automatically that becomes Mitzis. That's the Kasha. The Rebbe says that even for the Amshach you have to have Keres Menasir. The Bittul itself is not enough for the Amshach saying. That's the Rebbe says. Pashas Mashma is Nishmash. That's the first Shlab of the Rebbe. You saw the Lashon Rebbe? This is the Yishlem. And then the Rebbe taught that Yishlem and Shesam Kesdim who come Shlam Shachas Pimsa. That's the Chiddush. Even though the Mashmas Lashon is that Amshach is through Hechel Mitzvah, so the Rebbe Nishta say. Because why? There was that Pashas. Also, it's not. I don't think it's. The Rebbe saying the Veinim who is what did we say before? That Bittul is higher than Mitzvah. Maybe Mamshach the Etzem, which is also higher than Mitzvah. But the Tnu of higher than Mitzvah itself. That's has a certain amount. Higher from Mitzvah is Sehecher and Sinish Mitzvah. That's already not that's a either. The Midas amount, even though it's not a Tnu of the amount of Mitzvah. Here they're speaking about the Yid, that the only thing it's not he's in a mat, he's looking for Avshad. There could be whatever they show it. But the Rebbe is saying, but if this person is a certain mention, that he's even come to the Avshad, but he doesn't, that's not his Mitzvah, it's not Tnu of Bittul, so his Aved is in a certain kav. His Aved is inside Bittul. That itself is nicht as evidence. That itself is a certain Agdar in Mitzvahs. It's not even. That's not saying that it's a still in his. Mitzad this, a Yid was how that Bittul, he's not taking a look at any image at all. But they're saying, but the very fact, if his Seichel is not the one with Holocaust, then the Payal, this person is in a state which is not a stiritat. Because the Payal is in a certain mode, whether he meant it or not. The Payal, even though he's bought with the Tachlis, but the Payal, his Mitzvah is not involved in it. So the Payal, there's a certain definition in his Aved. It's not a cable for the Amshach Setzim. So in order for the Amshach Setzim, you have to have also the Nukud of Keres Atim Hasim Keres Atim.
So why do you have to have the Bittul?
Huh?
So why do you have to have the Bittul?
Out Bittul, see, if Mitzad, the person's own Mitzvahs, Mitzad, what I'm saying is without Hergish Etzim. Mitzad, Shalem Mitzad Hergish Etzim B'chal, Shtalas Etzim. Velt is Velt, Gvul is Gvul. The fact that Gvul is Holocaust, that's Atzmus. To reach Atzmus is because the Eibush is beyond any definition. I'm saying Mitzad definition, so Lightman, I'm saying Lightman and Garnish. I'm saying we're talking a Yid that's Vimamshach. A Yid based Gvul has nothing to do with Atzmus. Mitzad Atzmus. Mitzad Atzmus there's no Gdarim at all, and he's the Messias of everything. That's something else. But you need the Tnu of it. The Tnu of he's not limited in his Mitzvah.
Is that negated to the Amshach or it's Akdam?
For the Amshach, it's higher than Mitzvahs. But the Rebbe is saying, but there's a factual thing. If supplied by a mensch, let's see what the Rebbe says. What I'm saying is, we could have said a very, very simple answer. If it's just Bittul, so you're not, so the Nukud is not higher than Mitzvahs. It's a certain Nukud of Avshata. It's moved on the fact that it's higher than Mitzvahs. So it's taking a Lukus in a certain Mitzvahs. That's not what I was saying. Because we're talking about Mitzvah Gaveh means that he's not taking a Lukus in a certain form. He's giving up whatever the Eibush wants. Whatever the Eibush wants, he's not taking a Lukus in any Tzir. But they were saying, but this, the matziv of, if the person's in a matziv, where he doesn't inherit that his Mitzvahs is also in Eloki, but Heflech, he's in a matziv which is not massive to Ramshach says. Even though his bittul is a good bittul. And there's nothing more needed for the bittul. It's not a tnu of bittul. The Nukud over here is whatever the Eibishter wants. Besides the Eibishter, he's a mitzvah tzis. That's true. And in order for you to be a kedit to Nukud of Eibishter, so he's not limited to his mitzvahs. You get the rest of his mitzvahs. But so what do you have to have as a zacharim by him that his inyan is holocaust? Because if the hetzach nish by him, the point is in a massive of taking a holocaust in a certain kav. Mitzvahs.
Part of what the Eibush wants is that Holocaust should be in safe holding and
Yeah, but that's, he can do it, but that's not, what the question of Messiah also means that it's Hergish is that that's in Yoni of Seichel. In Yoni of Seichel is a Sagasakos. Not just because it's a Bittul, it's a rationality. So the Uft over here is the guy with the question of Pshat 9b is that Ashab for the case of the Gabash Lam Shakas from Yisat.
What does it mean is CS is part of that? I
Give me
understand.
a minute.
The first example I understand.
Give me a minute. When you go, the key was Shamit is Simatzi. He admits and says the Kohen Mitzvah. L'chein, sheyesh l'mitzi, she'ein al-Lukus. If there's the person who's not al-Lukus, who's still like the Shabbos Tantzis, Pnimi Yisat. That's what they were saying. They were saying not the Chisaron is that if there's no Kech Sadim, Nasim Kech Sadim, so he's taking the Lukus back bottom. We're talking about a person that is Totzerek Aveh. But the Pearl, since Atzmos is everything, he's a Mitzvah Tzis. So if the Pearl, if the Mensch Haltish dabei, so his Mitzias and his Aveh is Shleiba Hessen to them. Saka der Aveh be Mamsh to them. Atzmos is not only a Tnu of Heder Mitzzias, he says, what's the saying here? A Mitzvah is the Mitzvah Tzis of everything. It's not a shadow of Vol versus not being Maglukas versus not being Maglukas. Atzmos is the Mitzvah Tzis of everything. So Ayid, live packaged in Zichin Ganzen. Whatever the Eibishter wants. If it's not his mitzvahs, it is nicht massive to the Retzin. Still to the Retzin. It's not a hesitant to the Retzin. But in order for that, and the cloud is that Shachas in Yisrael Aveda Sodom, Aveda Sodom has to be Mashachim. So you have to have also an Aveda, the Indian of Kech Sadim, Nasa Kech Sadim. It's Vadesh Kech Sadim, Nasa Kech Sadim. One Shach Sagil, the previous Sadim. It's like a word. The Mitzvah Matzi is word, he's the Mitzvah of Kohen himself. So Bittul itself is not enough. Now there was Rav Arn, you versteht the meaning? What's the show again? You're saying why need Bittul? I don't see what's the question why need Bittul. What I'm saying is without Bittul, mit Seichel Mitzad Atzmi is Seichel. What does it do with Atzmis? Seichel takes that bottom. We're saying something else, Mitzad Ha'etzem, there's no, he's the Mitzvah of everything. Mitzad Atzmis, there's no definition at all. But maybe he's not Mitzvah of everything. Without a person going out of himself, how is he going to have a shaykhs to an inyan, which is atzmos? If the chatchili your aved is based on your mitzvah, so it's magdum according to whatever your mitzvah is l'chai. What's that to do with being mamshach atzmos? So the first two is we get the race mitzvah, and the aved is whatever the Eibishter wants, and with that you take a shaykhs to lukus, which is higher than mitzvah. But if the lukus is not higher than mitzvah, the lukus is not mitzvah mitzvah. So for the aved to be behessen to that inyan, that for sign that you're able to give it to the Eibishter, and that guf is your mitzvahs.
So is that Bittul negay for Dam Shachar? Like Hakdama?
To Dam Shachar. Why
is it Hakdama to Dam Shachar?
Why Hakdama?
Because
we're not talking about a Tnuah of Bittul. Is that the person is not limited in himself. It's not about the Tnuah of Bittul that we're saying over here. The Nukud is, the Aveda is not Model the Mukbal according to his mitzvahs. It's about the Eibishter's Ratz. That's Pshat Etzem. It's not about a mitzvahs, it's about a mitzvahs Yimatzah. Why is it that Atzmos is the mitzvah is called Mitzvah and Er not? Because Er is certain together. So there's Er, and there's no right, two separate things. But saying Atzmos is not a gather. In other words, since it's the Hechaf and the Ganze together from mitzvahs, therefore he's a mitzvah of everything. So it's Bittul. It means it's the Eibishter, but that goof is your mitzvahs.
Could a student Nasim Kech Sadim is not shy without Bittul?
Sure. I'm saying that the mitzvah Sa'adah, the fact that the whole Indian of Seichel is a Lukus, that's Mitzad Atzmos. I'm saying Mitzad lower, I mentioned this last time. Mitzad Er Nitzah. What's the difference between Seichel and Nitzah? So in Yonif, Seichel is a Lukus. You're saying something else. From the vision of Ein Sof, there is no Seichel. Seichel is only things to him, that's something else. But that's its Mitzvahs, that's Mitzad Atzmos. Since that's when you tap into a Lukus, the Lukus is beyond any definition at all. So he's the truth of everything. But if you're looking at things from a narrow perspective, then it's then it's takam mitzvahs. In order to reach the nekuda that everything is a lukus, that's inside the mitzvah matzah. That means that not being mobile at all. Beyond the concept of not being mobile. Avadi need bittul. The nekuda is bittul is not the only word. It's the only thing is the Eibishter's ratzon, and that guf is your mitzvahs.
Why is it a two-step process? Why does it have enough meddling?
What the?
Meaning, inside the Bittul.
So that's the Rebbe been freer. But if the person which is bottle is Zayin Seichel, there's a Mitzvah and Nivra, so it's not Behesed to the Etzem. The rest of the Bittul is that. Then it's not Behesed to the Etzem. But as I made it, it's not Behesed.
So the Chayyim with Bittul is all the way. So you're going to be also in Mitzvah.
Rebbe says different word.
So Yitzchak to be bittul and Metzias is not bittul.
About it. Not that assumes it's
You have close enough.
you came late, so you can just have to listen for the next couple of minutes. If you but we already spoke about this in the beginning that bittul and keres din is not the same thing. The Rebbe Var is a separate shaila in the brackets. It's a catch-22. So, in order for the keres to be keres din, it's not mitzad etzem. Bittul, a mensch can zukommen zu bittul. The nekuda that a person is not basing an aveda on himself, and it's all, let's say, whatever the Eibusher wants, the rationality and thus it's ain't that. But that, as of the head that Zayn Metzias, in Yonah Kiz Metzias, that's not mitzad atzmos. But in order that atzmos should be nimshach, you need to have the aveda. But the aveda can't happen with shalem mitzad atzmos. How does it work? Not that it says that there's two shlavim. There can be Hamshachas Etzem is that there was through Aveda Chasidecha the Etzem B'meir B'Golei Mamash. B'meir B'Golei, and that will be the Metzias Adam, and I'll be the Metzias Adam. Even before the Hamshacha B'Gilui, even the way the Eden is behelen, so to speak, his Aveda can be based on that Eden. You get the general point. That's the Atzir in the brackets. Means even before there was the Gilead, before the world is programmed based on Gilead, the world still is not programmed based on Zal says. But there can still be the Aveda Chasidecha, which through the Aveda Chasidecha, Zayin Hamshach says. How is it the Chorad Asmas was in Nimshach? But since the truth is